Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite Collection 106 Roxanne Perez figure from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks really good, and starting off, like, really, they did a great job of capturing this gear, which is pretty, I mean, obviously it's kind of, ref-like with the black and white stripes, but, those splashes of the, like, magenta and yellow and teal and blue and that lime green, just all that really pops and kind of makes this really effective, really cool, especially with the kind of lacing here in the red, and then we get the boots, and really like the boots, lots of buckles and straps done very cleanly in terms of the paint, and then we get those bright neon pink lacing here on the sides, so really cool there. At first I was kind of like, oh, the skin tone's off on the legs and the body, but then I realized she wears tights under her gear, so obviously the legs are going to be a little bit darker, and they're not fishnets, so they're not going to have a pattern, which is a really cool attention to detail. I mean, again, Mattel really brings it when it comes to that. So yeah, really cool, just bright colors, and really just nice job all around. The face sculpt is a little off, and I don't even know exactly why. I think the sculpt's kind of there. Maybe it's in the paint, but yeah, just something seems slightly off. It's definitely not a one-to-one. It's not one of the best face sculpts I've seen for an Elite, especially for a current star. But still, I mean, definitely reads as Roxanne, and yeah, just a cool looking figure overall. When it comes to accessories, not too much going on here, but still, let's jump in. And right out of the box, we do get our pair of requisite C-grips. And then we get a pair of fists. So good there. And then we get the NXT Women's title. And really nice sculpt here, very crisp all around. I like that they kind of did the blue and the red here against the gold and the silver. Really hard to capture how good this belt looks just in, well, I guess on camera. I've never seen it in real life, but like the whole prismatic effect is going to be very difficult to get, certainly at this price point. So I don't blame them for not like fully capturing that, but still, definitely a decent effort. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here are decent. We do have freestanding kicks, but it did take a little more work than I thought it would to get here. Part of that is due to probably the last thing we'll talk about, but getting into the finer points, our head is on our barbell joint. And even though we have that part in the hair, we're not really getting full up, not really getting full down. So there's not really a lot of room there. Not really any tilt. We do get rotation though. We get hinge and swivel at the shoulders. We are again coming into a perfect T. We do a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, folding completely in half. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists. We get a ball joint at the diaphragm, and that allows us for about that much forward, much better arch back, and some decent side to side. We also get a little bit of rotation there. Of course, we get full rotation at the waist, as that is a swivel, come down the hips, and almost full splits. Definitely very nice range. Front kick, pretty much full 90, perfect. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees that we're stopping just past 90. We do get boot swivel, and then we get that like crazy point, crazy forward. And really what was keeping us from those freestanding kicks or making it a little more work is that the rocker is there, but not really. It's definitely very hard to work with, but it is there. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here she is with some other WWE figures, with some other wrestling lines, with some domestics, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Elite Collection 106 Roxanne Perez figure from Mattel is that this is a really solid figure. Certainly a really solid first figure for Roxanne Perez. Been a fan of hers since she was in Ring of Honor and going by Roxy, you could tell she was going to be a huge star, and she still has so far to go. So it's really cool to see her get a figure, you know, of this quality right off the bat. So yeah, really good stuff. Absolutely recommend it if you're a fan of Roxanne, or you're just collecting the Elite Collection. Just, yeah, absolutely worth picking up. This is showing up on pegs and shelves in Targets and Walmarts everywhere, so you might be able to find out in the wild. If not, there's definitely an online outlet or two where it's still available, so I'll have a link or two in the description below for you to pick this up if you are so interested. So that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, and if you did, hope to see you back, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's just talk about some really nice plastic, escape the world for a while. But at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.